Hey everybody, check it out. Today we've got a Fidgetboy review. We're going to be talking about a couple of his pieces that he sent me very kindly. I purchased this grape purple Leveupboy, and he sent me a couple other things to try, and I want to chat about those here today. It did come with these two items, so he started sending out these stickers a little while back. It's that kind of classic Fidgetboy design as a sticker. And now classic Fidgetboy design as a magnet. So that's pretty cool, and it's on our fridge, but obviously not right now for the review. I've got the Infiniboy here that I purchased a while back, along with the Gamer Boy. And then the newest one that he released, the Leveupboy, which is a super cool piece that looks just like a Super Nintendo controller. He sent this Beeper Boy in this kind of sparkling cherry red color. This Fidget Boy right here with those new swirl plates. And this is in like a, I'm trying to remember what he called it, but it's again like a metallic turquoise, super cool color. And then obviously my original Boo Boo Boy. Not my original, I guess I sent my original to my son, I believe. The pink one, this one is the follow-up purple with green and a yellow color band across. So let's start right here with the grape Leveupboy. So if you guys see his new metallic, or not metallic, actual metal Leveupboys that he's releasing, he's got the legitimate like brass and copper ones where it's an actual full plate, and then he's got some metal infused ones that are coming, which he said makes about twice the weight, and price range of about like $50 to $55. I did reach out because I thought, what exactly causes one Leveupboy to have the X and another one to not? You hear the difference. No X is your silent Fidget Boy, or your silent Leveupboy rather. The metal ones are going to be interchangeable, although they do not have the X. So there will be O-rings inside that you can take out and make it crunchy, or put them back in and make it quiet. I really like the look of this one because it's got this clear coat on top, so it's this grape purple. I don't know if you can hear my youngest yelling in the background. This grape, and then like a clear filament over the top, so your slide plate is actually clear, and you've got kind of straight view into the magnet structure inside, which I thought was really a cool look. I like that. I hope he does that more with some other colors. This is interesting. This is the first kind of quiet piece I think that I've had of his. So you can kind of do your laddering and twisting and turning with very little noise, and then you get these kind of louder pops. He's thinking about popsicles out there. And then there's this one. And this one is crunchy. Right? And so it's got purple plates, and you can see where that delineation is. So that purple part right there on the other one, that's the clear part. I don't know if you can tell looking at it. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. It almost doesn't look clear when you look at it from the side, but it's definitely clear on the inside. So maybe he took that purple filament all the way down and then did a clear inset maybe instead. Either way, these are both super unique on their own. So this one's going to be a lot easier to sit and ladder in the office with. And just kind of do that motion all day. Pardon me, I'm left-handed, so doing it with this one is not as graceful. That one's not even as loud doing that, but yeah. So those are the Leveupboys. I'm super excited for the metal ones and the metal infused. I know one that he did is steel, so it's like a dark gray. It's dark gray version of this, so there's no X. It's got that empty middle, so really cool. The Gamer Boy I have already reviewed. Very cool piece. I did notice that this is like this square, and maybe just for design purposes, is slightly larger than most other squares that I have. Such a damn good design though. It's just so cool. He's got another one coming, but he said he hand pours all this resin into this area over the sticker and then has to sit there probably with a needle or a little stick or something like that and make sure all the bubbles get out. And what a process. That is definitely like probably one of his coolest designs, I'd say, so far, is the Gamer Boy. So I like that one. It's better for that move right there, just like the push up and down. Trying to, what was I just trying to do? It gets a little big in the hand for some of these other types of moves, but such a good one. They've got another limited edition coming out, so it'll have a different game name and design. This one is one that I have had before, the Beeper Boy, and this must be like a second generation Beeper Boy. So you can see it looks like a old-fashioned beeper, but this one is super smooth. So this might have been this might be a different plate design than the one I had. Maybe I had like an early era one. Super, just like buttery smooth plates. Really nice magnet strength and design on this one. See, it's got that dark red plate, almost like a brownish red sparkle. It's really cool. This guy, this may be, I haven't picked up like just an original Fidgetboy for a long time. This was one he just sent me, and it's got that, like I said, the new plate design. So you got these swirls or kind of squiggle lines, and one side is the inner part of the squiggle lines, I guess, and the other part is the actual line. So it's like the cutout pattern. But this is to reduce plate stick. So a lot of times with 3D printers, eventually they get harder to push, and those plates kind of you start to get more friction. This is the best Fidgetboy piece I've felt in my hand for a long time. Just these new plates, the magnet strength, the absolute, like, just completely refined design. When Jason was first starting out, I had one of his original ones, and you know, some of these pieces, because he had a different 3D printer, it wasn't as intricate, and so just over time he's continued to kind of refine it and add little nuances to it, but this feels so good. The shape, the size, magnet strength, the plates. I've been in love with this piece all weekend. This is so freaking good. Thank you to Jason for sending me this one to review. I never bought the single color Fidgetboy stuff, so I always thought like, oh, I want them to be as colorful as possible. So when I buy things like the Infiniboy, I went for a pink and purple instead of just an all purple, which he also had. But I wanted it to be colorful. And so I wasn't sure if I was going to like a one solid color Fidgetboy, but I absolutely love the kind of subtlety of this color. You don't really notice the design of it unless you're really looking at it. So to anybody else, it just kind of looks like a normal slider. And then you get closer and you see just the awesome detail of it. It's really incredible what you can do with a 3D printer now, but it's so cool. That is just such a cool piece. Really cool with that kind of metallic filament and a really interesting color for sure. And now we'll get to the Leveupboy. This one has got me excited in all sorts of new ways because it is surprisingly compact and thin. So when you're looking at plate width, it's even thinner than a Fidgetboy. It is just a little thicker than an Infiniboy, but there is just an absolute solidness. Like this thing, you could probably, I don't know, if you got in a car accident, break your car window with this thing and still be able to fidget. It's a really interesting design. I wasn't sure if I was going to like these kind of rounded edges and how that would affect laddering, but it really doesn't, and it almost kind of lends itself to this rotational piece a little bit better. So kind of bringing it down. I will say I'm a sucker for symmetry. So when it comes together like that, I immediately have to turn it to get it back to normal. And I'm not putting this puppy away in my collection like that. You'd have to be a psychopath to do that. You really have to kind of get it back to normal. But this is cool. It's a 4-click. So really we do, let's see. Yeah. The majority of things out there are a 3-click because 4-click, it's often thought that the more clicks you add, the longer the fidget has to be, and then the less ergonomic or whatever you want to call it, it's going to be because it's going to be too long for the hand. This is 4 clicks, and it's slightly, maybe about a half an inch, quarter of an inch, I'd say, longer than the Infiniboy. And it's phenomenal, and it's got me a little excited because I could definitely see there was the Leveupboy, which was essentially like what the Mono X is. It's a 1 row of magnets. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 5 by 1. So just 5 up and down. And that's something the Mono X was missing. It was 1, 2, 3, 4 magnets, but just larger diameter. And so you couldn't actually get an X going with it because you'd have to go up to the 3rd magnet and then be up here to do like a turn. That bothered me. This has me excited because now I'm thinking, he's gotten it down to a thinner size. He's got a perfect size for a 5-magnet structure. I could definitely see like I know he's not trying to encroach on other people's designs because there's other retro designers out there that are kind of moving in the same like late 80s, 90s space for their designs. But I could definitely see like the next one, like a Nintendo controller, and being a 1x, which would be really super cool. Just an idea, but I love this, and this opens up so many possibilities for design, because now it's got me thinking about all the different types of controllers that I had as a kid, and which ones would lend themselves to a good fidget design. And that's just kind of the beauty of some of Jason's pieces, is kind of how he thinks and designs his pieces to really reflect his exact style. Love that. So that is the Leveupboy. It is awesome. Just having that extra click, and it's still being perfectly fit in the hand. Again, when you finish it, it better match up. But that is the Leveupboy. You've got the regular Fidget Boy, the Infiniboy, the Beeper Boy, the Gamer Boy, the Boo Boo Boy. Fantastic naming conventions. All right, so that is Fidget Boy. I will put a link to his Etsy shop in the description. And then, as always, I mean, he's got a Facebook page that you can check out. There's going to be drops for the, what they call, I don't like saying it, sus, but a sus sale, which is a sign-up sale. So you can get in for the metal Boo Boo Boy. So check that out. That is Fidget Boy. Thank you, everybody.